Darius.
Hello. Tony, what's up, my man?
How you doing, my friend? Good to see you.
How you guys doing? Kristen, Maria, what's happening?
We're good. We got Maria and Kristen here. We got people that want to ask you questions, so we're all set to go if you're all set to go. Did you play any golf today?
I'm ready to go.
Did you play any golf today?
Yes, I did.
Did. Son of a gun, you.
I was on the course at 8, man. 8.
He's ready to go.
I love it. Hey, listen, Darius, John Citron is here, and he's got the first question for you. He's talking about if you could play with anybody. John, where are you? Ask Darius the question about playing who he would perform with.
Hey, John.
So, hey, Darius.
Hey, man.
Past, present, future, if you can make your own concert, who would you want to perform with?
Oh, great question. Woohoo, great question. I would open up. I would probably open up. Then Al Green would play.
Oh,
that's
then
good.
then REM would play. Then right after REM played, Notorious Big would do a set, and then Bob Marley would come on, and then I'd end with the Beatles.
Oh, geez.
That's amazing.
Are you selling tickets to that?
That would. I mean, that would be, I mean, goodness.
I was if you would like bookend it, but if the Beatles are coming on last.
Yeah, no. After the Beatles, no one plays.
Music is over.
Yeah, no one plays.
Paula Cooper is with us, and she wants to know about country music, obviously, and New Water. So go ahead, Paula. Say hello to Darius.
Hi, how are you?
Paula, how are you?
Good, good. I had a question. I wondered if your next endeavor would be a different genre of music. If so, what would it be? Everything you do is great. So I can't imagine anything you couldn't do well, but do you plan on anything other than country, or are you going to stay?
I want to stay in country for.
Yay!
Yeah.
It makes everybody happy.
I mean, I don't plan to go anywhere. I mean, there's this thing I'm going to do in Vegas with, I hope to do with Branford Marsalis, and I'm talking to Questlove. The thing we're going to do where I let those guys do a bunch of arrangements of old classic tunes, and we do a big Sinatra kind of big band. You know,
yeah.
we record it live. We do, you know, a residency, record it live and put it out. I'd like to do something like that down the line, but, you know, I'm not leaving country music, man. Country music's been too good to me, and I'm having too much fun.
Oh, well, that sounds awful. I mean, awesome.
Hold
Awesome.
on. We don't want you. That sounds awful.
You're out of the room. You're out of the room.
No, you know, I was thinking of something else to say because my son said, be sure you ask him why the Dolphins made you cry. And I don't know what that means.
It's a line from one of my songs. And tell him it's not Save the Dolphins. It's the Miami Dolphins when they lose.
Oh, that's what.
Oh my God.
Well,
that just clicked for me.
Paula, thank you very much. This is our Y108. Send me back.
I love it, Maria. That just clicked for you.
Darius Rucker, and it's brought to you by our friends. Darius, you know I got to do this. It's by our friends at Dunkin'. Pittsburgh runs on Dunkin',
my gosh.
and also White Claw. We have no memory of doing this interview, so the first sponsor for this.
It
Darius,
helps when the Dolphins make you cry.
Yeah, Jimmy Allen loves White Claw.
Brittany Ament is here with us, and she's got a question about Duck Dynasty. This is good. Go ahead, Britt.
Hi, Brittany.
Brittany.
Hi, Darius. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Uh-oh, can you hear me? Okay, I'm great. I was curious, who were your favorite people to shoot a music video with, and why was it the Duck Dynasty people?
It was
Available.
It was them. It was the most fun I've had in a video in a long time. I mean, we met on the we met on the video. I really wanted them to be in the video. They said yes, and everybody came out, and we met, and we started having fun instantly. And they were so much fun. And we went out to I went to visit them, you know, down Mississippi, and I take my wife who's from Jersey, and we go to visit them, and we're sitting there, we're having lunch, and it's the whole family. We're sitting, and she's sitting next to Cy, And so, they're just passing pots around. And
Uh-oh.
so there's some meat in this pot. And so she looks over at Cy, and I knew what it was. It was possum. I knew what it was. And she looks over at Cy. She goes, what kind of meat is this? And Cy goes, it's meat. Yeah, that was so much fun, and they're great, and they're great friends, and that was a fun day.
That's so great. What an awesome story. Thank you so much for sharing.
Absolutely.
Now we got Jade. I like to call her Jade. It's just more international.
I like that.
Yeah, your inspiration, is that what you're talking about, Jade?
Yes. Hi, Darius.
Hey, Jade.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Hey, so I was just wondering, who or what was your inspiration to become a music artist?
When I was like a 4 or 5 year old kid, I heard Al Green for the first time, and it was as a kid, I just remembered that's all I wanted to do. What that guy was doing? You mentioned him, huh? Yeah, it blew my mind. I thought it was then I'm not young of a kid, and he keeps putting out these records, and they keep coming out. And my mom loved him to death, so we always got them. And every time a new record would come out, I would sit there for days and just listen to it until I could sing the whole record. And so I always tell people that I wouldn't be sitting here for Al Green.
Wow, very cool. Thanks.
Did you ever think about doing a country version of an Al Green song? Is that possible?
It's possible. There's something that a lot of people don't know, that every Al Green record, there's a classic country song on it. He did For the Good Times.
That's true.
He did every record. He did like 3 Hank Williams Sr. songs.
Wow, I forgot about that.
Have you healed that lonesome whippoorwill? When you hear Al Green sing that, it's and he was such a huge fan of country music that every record has a big country song on it.
Darius, we got one more. This is another Brittany, and this is kind of a special request. So I don't know if you know about this, but Brittany, go ahead, say hello to Darius, and ask your request.
Hey, Brittany, and is it your birthday?
It is.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brittany. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Happy birthday, Brittany.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Happy birthday, Brittany. Is Franco, Mark, is Franco available? Because he's got a question that I think we can get in here with Darius's time.
Yep, just give me 1 second.
All right. Frankie wants to know about doing the cover of Brown Eyed Girl. Do I get to put it on one of your albums? Or would you ever do that?
Mute.
Hey, Franco.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Hi, Darius.
Hey, man.
The one question I had to ask is, one of my favorite sounds is Brown Eyed Girl, and I think you have a great voice for it. Would you be willing to sing that on an album? Because I think you have the voice to make that a second hit over what it was.
I really, 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 really love that song. It's one of those songs that you've heard since you were a kid. And like Hootie, when we first started off, we were a cover band. And the only reason we didn't play Brown Eyed Girl, because every other cover band in town was playing it. That's the only reason we didn't play it. So yeah, if I got a producer and he thought we had a cool version of it and it'd be something different, I wouldn't be against cutting that song. I think it's great.
I think you could do it because you have the voice for it. You have, there's a lot of people that did it, but I think you have the exact voice to redo it and make it another hit for the next generation.
I'll take it because I'm not scared to have a hit.
Yeah. I think you got it.
All right, thank you, Franco. Thank you, man.
You got a big one now. Franco, I think, thinks he's Frank Rogers, the guy that really made explode. But I love that. I think we got time. If we have time for one more, Darius, Janine was talking about the pandemic and the biggest adaptation you've had.
Okay.
Not giving up golf, of course.
Oh,
Never.
Is Janine here? I think Mark's going to find her.
Hey, Janine.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So have you done anything fun during the pandemic?
You know, my son and I play a lot of golf together. The one thing I did that I probably wouldn't have done when the pandemic happened, and it was my daughter is. I produced this song with my daughter that I put on the internet, and it was it was one of those moments where my kids don't really walk around the house singing; they just don't. And so I never really thought of my kids as singers. And I had this song, and you know, it was COVID. And I'm looking over at my studio, and I realized I've had GarageBand for 3 years and have no idea how to do it. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna figure this GarageBand out. And so I had this song that my band had cut for me that I just liked. I didn't really know what I was gonna do with it. And I took it and I started putting it together in GarageBand, and I wanted a female to sing it. So I told my daughter, I was like, hey, I need you to come sing the song. And she started singing it. And I'm gonna tell you, she got through the first verse and chorus, and I stopped her and I apologized to her because I didn't know she was that good.
Oh.
It was really, I was like, Danny, I guess I haven't been listening because your voice is incredible. And that was really cool. We did that song, I put it on the internet, and she was really proud of it. And I said, do you want to be a singer? She said, I'll think about that after college. So that made me happy. And so that was something I did that was really cool.
You are one of the sweetest, coolest men we know, and Capital Nashville is damn lucky to have you. Darius Rucker, our Send Me Back screen meet and greet brought to you by Dunkin'. Pittsburgh runs on Dunkin', in case you didn't know, and of course White Claw.